What we know, Andrea, is that this is a targeted shooting. One individual who appeared to target these guardsmen, that individual has been taken into custody.
There, targeted attack. 2 National Guardsmen have been shot. Conflicting reports from the governor said that they had died, but apparently from Kash Patel, an update, they are still fighting for their lives. So I'm praying that they pull through. But right now, the biggest story is the seditious 6. That is the narrative that is on X, blowing up. Many people, many MAGA, many people on the left, even many people are saying this comes right after the controversial seditious 6 video, where they were basically going on the news and saying that the reason why they did this and the reason why they made a video saying that they should disobey illegal orders was because of this specifically. So now we have 2 guardsmen shot. So what is happening here? What should the narrative be? Many left-wingers are already saying, oh my God, how can you attack these 6 senators? All they were just telling to follow the law. They were just saying follow the law to the guardsmen. But here's a video that's going extremely viral that I think we should all be talking about. This is Alyssa Slotkin, and this is what she said on ABC when she was confronted about the video that they made. This literally comes a week after 2 guardsmen have now been shot in critical condition. Take a listen to this.
Look at these videos coming out of places like Chicago. It makes me incredibly nervous that we're about to see people in law enforcement, people in uniform military get nervous, get stressed, shoot at American civilians. It is a very, very stressful situation for these law enforcement and for the communities on the ground. So it was basically a warning to say, like, if you're asked to do something, particularly against American citizens.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is the fear mongering. And this is exactly what Jesse Waters said on Fox News. I got to play that clip again because he literally said, hey, this is CIA tactics. This is to present chaos. This is to literally make something happen. They knew exactly what they were doing.
2 CIA officers who said that this is a part of a larger hoax. And what they're doing here is they're trying to condition the country to prepare for something bad that's about to happen at the hands of Donald Trump. It's straight out of the CIA playbook. It's a destabilization operation where you get people to mistrust each other. And you do this because she's an analyst. And as an analyst, she would make sure what propaganda operations were successful, which ones weren't. So she knows what works. So the first part of the video, you establish authority. I'm CIA, I'm military, you need to trust us. Second part of the video, they introduce the threat. And the threat's not foreign, the threat's domestic, the threat's Donald Trump. And then at the end, they introduce the solution. What's the solution? You resist, you say no. But they don't give an option. They say this is an obligation for you to do. Now, she is being run because she didn't come up with this herself. She's a Brennan acolyte, and you usually don't have congressmen and senators doing anything together. They kind of hate each other. So in order to organize this had to have had some sort of handler telling her what to do.
So again, that was big from Jesse Waters. That went viral. And again, I got an update. I want to read this to you guys. So breaking, the 2 National Guardsmen near the White House were specifically targeted, right? They were targeted by the assailant per CNN. The suspect walked up to one guardsman, shot him, and then as another guardsman dunked him in cover, he was also shot. So Democrat Rhetoric did this. That is the big... So I want to make sure that I watch my language here. So that is the narrative, and Democrats are blowing up. Mark Kelly is panicking. Alyssa Slotkin. A lot of these Democrats are nowhere to be found, and if they are found, they are sending condolences and praying that these guardsmen get better. But again, Democrat language. Like, you got Democrats literally right now running to CBS and NBC and ABC saying that, oh, this is Trump's fault. You know, this is Trump's fault. This is all his fault. So that's what they're running over and doing. But I mean, specific videos literally show. So we got an update here, and I'm going to show you some more videos of the Democrats who, again, now these videos are coming back and saying, look at the rhetoric. Look at what these people were saying. This caused this. Now, again, Just earlier this year, we had Charlie Kirk. We had Trump before that. We had a bunch of stuff happening. And these people, again, let's just go right to this announcement. So President Trump and Pete Hegseth make a huge announcement. Here's Pete Hegseth. Take a listen.
Very productive meetings, but I want to start by saying after those meetings, myself and my team were notified that 2 National Guardsmen have been shot in Washington, D.C., critically wounded. The shooter shot in a cowardly, dastardly act targeting the best of America, heroes willing to serve in Washington, D.C., serve for people they don't know and they've never met because they love their country and their capital and their community. They were willing to do dangerous things others were not because they love their fellow Americans. Someone decided to turn that into targeting National Guardsmen. That will only stiffen our resolve. We will never back down. We will secure our capital. We will secure our cities. In fact, this happened just steps away from the White House. It will not stand. And that's why President Trump has asked me, and I will ask the Secretary of the Army to the National Guard, to add 500 additional troops, National Guardsmen, to Washington, D.C. This will only stiffen our resolve to ensure that we make Washington, D.C. safe and beautiful. The drop in crime has been historic.
500 additional National Guardsmen troops. So again, chaos about to hit the streets. What's going to be the response here from Democrats? That is the response from Pete Hegseth and the Trump administration. They are doubling down on this. They are making sure that you get more National Guardsmen. But again, let's actually go back because I want to make this video about what it's really about, right? Just a day ago, Jasmine Crockett declared that the National Guard helping with mass deportations are targeting people of color. They are slave patrols. Man, this is some crazy stuff.
I'll say it again. Donald Trump's mass deportation system makes me think of what a modern day slave patrol would look like. Slave patrols were armed groups empowered by the government to control, intimidate, and terrorize people solely based on color. That's what's happening now. Donald Trump is sending mass agents without warrants into communities of color to terrorize the people who live there. And the reason that I want to make sure that I draw out this link, because we heard Maxine say that Black...
This is crazy. So do you think that those 6 Democrats in that video and this specific rhetoric have nothing to do with what happened today? You guys let me know. I mean, let me know. Am I being biased? Am I not being like respectful? Like, what's happening here? I got to update. The FBI believes that they have identified the National Guard shooter per CNN. The shooter is reportedly, not from the DC area. He has not been cooperating with police. So his identity was discovered through other means. So later reports, we're going to have that. Who exactly was he? We're definitely going to do an investigation on this channel. We're definitely going to give you all the info. But first, I wanted to show you what may have caused this. I'm not going to say allegedly, but God, man, you guys already know what's happening here. So again, here we go. Let me show you another one. This is just, again, not too long ago. Here is J.B. Pritzker. Here's the governor of Chicago. Here's what he had to say. You want to talk about incendiary behavior?
Other than fighting crime. That's the first thing they should understand. The second is it's an attack on the American people by the president of the United States. Now, he may disagree with a state that didn't vote for him, but should he be sending troops in? No.
You said he has other aims. What are the other aims?
The other aims are that he'd like to stop the elections in 2026 or, frankly, take control of those elections other than fighting crime. That's the first thing they should understand. The second.
You don't think that rhetoric matters? You don't think that crazy rhetoric matters? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Again, here we go. I don't want to show too much of this photo, but Democrats, disgusting and despicable, constant violent rhetoric is to blame for these 2 National Guard troops who were shot in D.C. Their role is passive and misunderstood. For example, they've been in since 9/11, and all they've done is give tourist directions. What a tragedy. So that is somebody who, again, is a Trump supporter. And what happened after that is you got people mad at that person. F you, President Trump. If you do not use your full power and authority, these win. Lara Logan pissed off. Everybody is pissed off. Evil rhetoric played a role in the tragic attack on our troops. Many pundits and politicians have blood on their hands. You make me sick. So again, all of this happening. Man, this is just crazy stuff. Insurrection Act now. So this is all over, ladies and gentlemen. This is Alyssa Scotland. Again, this was the big. This is exactly what people are saying. One of the main reasons this happened. I want to show you one more clip here. Al Sharpton says that Trump is to blame. I want to play this last clip because this is going to get crazy. Again, I'm going to be reporting on this, on who the person was. I'm going to be reporting on everything. But again, these 6 Democrats are missing. Like, they're just missing in action. And then if you hear from them, they are literally saying condolences and we're praying. And many people are in those comments saying, don't you talk, don't you dare say anything. You caused this. So again, many people on the right are saying, we already know where this came from. There was a foundation set. That's why this may have happened. The people on the left are saying this
idea that they're all on the same side, right? I mean, people that follow a chain of command and at any level in government, you are reporting to someone above you. To your point, it's the men and women of the military are following orders. I mean, that is the chain of command.
They're following orders. This was not a vote that they all voted and said the majority of us vote, therefore we have to go. They're following orders. And I also I'd show the concern that if this has been an ambush, we don't know where this is going. You've got guardsmen out there that's got to wonder, is there something that's going to follow this up? We don't know what we're talking about yet. Mm-hmm. Was this a sole gunman that ambushed somebody? Is there a plan? You don't know. That's why I think we ought to be focused. We ought to deal with the fact that these men or women, we don't know the gender, should not be in any way harmed as they were. Whether we agree with the deployment or not, I don't. And I think the president ought to focus on that on Thanksgiving Eve, as other guardsmen have to be concerned about their own safety, right, as well as their fellow guardsmen that are in a hospital fighting for their lives.
All right, we're going to sneak in.
Yeah, so the most disgusting news segment I've ever posted in my life. Nicole Wallace and Al Sharpton are suggesting that Trump caused the attack on our brave men of the National Guard. These people are sickening and don't deserve to have a platform to spew their BS. Yeah, man, this is crazy, man. Well, we are praying for the 2 National Guardsmen. More information will be coming out. Mark Kelly, I think he posted something about his condolences, or that he, again, I don't even want to. This is just out of line. But again, Democrats are fighting the narrative. They're fighting the narrative active. They're saying that this is all Trump's fault. He should have never sent the National Guard. I mean, what? Like, this is crazy. What do you guys think? Comment down below.